everyone, we are the group 4 from BS Math 1 and our assigned topic is toxicants. So before we start, here are the table of contents. And now we are going to talk about toxicants. What is a toxicant? Toxicants are the man-made harmful substances such as insecticides and many other industrial chemicals which are released to the environment by human activities. In other terms, toxicants are poisons that are made by humans or that is put into the environment by human activities. The effect of toxicants in our environment is determined by three factors. First, the amount of chemical that is released. Second, the type and concentration of the chemical. And lastly, where it is found. To determine, we have here the different types of toxicants. First, the carcinogens. Carcinogens are substances that are capable of causing cancer in living tissues. Second, mutagen is an agent such as radiation or a chemical substance that can cause genetic mutation. Third, the most common, allergen. It is a substance that can cause or causes an allergic reaction. Fourth, neurotoxin are synthetic or naturally occurring substances that damage, destroy, or impair the functioning of the central or peripheral nervous system. Lastly, the endocrine disruptors. It is a chemical compound that interferes with the normal functioning of the endocrine system and the reproductive and other biological processes regulated by it. It was stated in the instruction to choose a specific molecule under our topic, so we choose tetrodotoxin. So what is tetrodotoxin? Tetrodotoxin is a potent neurotoxin that has a formula of 11 atoms of carbon, 17 atoms of hydrogen, 3 atoms of nitrogen, and 8 atoms of oxygen. And it has a molar mass of 319.27 grams per mole. Its name is derived from Tetrodotoxin, an order that includes pufferfish, porcupine fish, ocean sunfish, and triggerfish. Several of these species carry the toxins. So, tetrodotoxin is a quinazoline alkaloid and an extremely potent poison found in the liver and sex organs of some fish like pufferfish, and same kind under Tetrodotoxin, as well as in some amphibian, octopus, and shellfish species. Although tetrodotoxin was discovered in this fish and found in several other animals, it is actually produced by certain infecting or symbiotic bacteria that are often associated with marine animals. It has been shown to exhibit potential neurotoxicity due to its ability to block voltage-gated sodium channels. Moving forward, tetrodotoxin has an appearance of colorless crystalline solid that darkens when heated above 428 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius without melting and exhibits no UV absorption. In this slide, we can see the properties of tetrodotoxin starting from its melting point, which is 280 degrees Celsius, down to its EPA substance registry system. The boiling point of tetrodotoxin is roughly estimated to 458.31 degrees Celsius. So, going back to its toxicity, tetrodotoxin or TTX is extremely toxic that it is more poisonous than cyanide. Studies shown and estimated that it is up to 1,200 times more toxic than the infamous poison itself, the cyanide. The amount needed to reach a lethal dose for humans is around 1 to 2 milligrams of purified TTX, and the minimum dose necessary to cause symptoms has been estimated to be 0.2 milligrams. It was also estimated that with only 25 milligrams of tetrodotoxin coming from pufferfish is enough to kill a 75 kilogram human. Tetrodotoxin's mechanism of action when it's inside the human body is called the selective blocking of the sodium channels. Yes, you heard it right. TTX is a sodium channel blocker. It inhibits the firing of action potentials in neurons by binding to the voltage-gated sodium channels in nerve cell membranes and blocking the passage of sodium ions into the neuron. For your knowledge, sodium ions are responsible for the rising phase of an action potential. Going back, when the passage of sodium ions is blocked, it prevents the nervous system from carrying messages and also the muscles from contracting in response to nervous stimulations. There are a lot of harmful effects of tetrodotoxin when it enters the human body. In the first stage, paresthesia appears in the face and extremities, which may be followed by dizziness or numbness. Paresthesia refers to a burning or tingling sensation that is usually felt in the hands, arms, legs, or feet, but can also occur in the parts of the body. On the second stage, the victim may feel nauseous and keeps on vomiting. Diarrhea and epigastric pain may also be present. On the latter, respiratory symptoms such as rapid breathing may follow and low blood pressure, convulsions, as well as irregular heart rate may occur. In most cases, the patients retain consciousness until shortly before dying. Generally, death occurs within 4 to 6 hours. It could really kill the victim because the nerves no longer trigger muscle movement. Controlling breathing then suffocates the victim. According to research, after the toxin has been consumed, it can induce heart failure and you have less than 60 minutes to get respiratory treatment, which is the only hope in surviving the effects of this powerful poison. However, more than 60% of it will end to death. Since pufferfish is the very common carrier of tetrodotoxin here in the Philippines, we would like to focus on a specific issue. In the Philippines, eating pufferfish is very rampant, but there are already a lot of reported cases here in the Philippines of food poisoning from eating pufferfish, even though it was forbidden. Presently, a lot of us love to eat exotic foods, and pufferfish is one of them. There are also less fortunate people outside that were forced to eat what food is only available on their plate. Last year, 2022, it was reported that a family of 9 members in Lapu-Lapu City ate pufferfish tungod sa kapabrihon and was poisoned. There are some organs that contains tetrodotoxin nga wala na tarong og removed, and the mother was declared dead on arrival and 8 other members were hospitalized. From that story alone, we recommend that people should stop themselves from eating these kinds of poisonous fish. If they really want to, they should do their research on what kind of fish has low toxicity and is safe to eat and make it as an alternative. But still, we recommend preparing the fish properly and remove the organs that have tetrodotoxin before eating it. Tetrodotoxin is heat stable and will still stay in the fish tissues even after cooking. Because we are all susceptible to tetrodotoxin poisoning and no one is exempted. Furthermore, note that there are currently no known antidotes for this kind of food poisoning. Even though treatment of the symptoms is supportive, we should still need to forbid ourselves from eating it. After all, prevention is always better than cure and no cure. Thank you.